Hello, it is Monday. It's a new weekly reading vlog and it's Christmas Eve. I am spending this week reading Christmas books and I have a list. However, I've already finished 3. I mentioned last week I finished work on Thursday until the 2nd of January, which means today I literally have done nothing. That's a lie. I've done some stuff, but all day today I have been so chill and just enjoying being able to sit and read. So first off, I read Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood. It's one of those short novellas that they've been doing, loads of different authors. I think it was 5 or 6. I'm actually only really interested in reading this one. Maybe the Olivia Dade and Alexandria Bellfleur, we'll see. But I really enjoyed this. It was obviously 5-star. It wasn't my favourite Ali Hazelwood, and I think I liked it. I definitely liked it more than I liked Not in Love, but that's not hard. But I think it was above Stuck With You. So I think it's like, it's not right at the bottom. But that's more because I just love the others so much. So it's hard to place it. But I did really enjoy this. I would have loved a full book with these characters. However, the little snippets, I think it was really clever getting the like past and present of these characters in the 73 pages. I think it was done really well for 73 pages, and we did get a background for these. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I was very happy. And then I moved on to 'Tis the Damn Season by Kimmy Freeman. I have had this book on my NetGalley for 2 years, I think. 2 years? 3 years? Whenever it came out. And then I have heard it's not that good, so I was kind of dreading reading it and putting it off a little bit. But this was a 4-star for me. I actually really enjoyed this. There were some bits that I was a bit like, really? But I really appreciated the ending and how that was done. And this is a rare occasion where a second chance romance is something I enjoy. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. And then I read Make My Wish Come True by Rachel Lippincott and Alison Derrick, which had a similar, this is sapphic. 'Tis the Damn Season is a straight romance, but it very much had very similar plot in the sense, except that was adult, this is YA, in the sense that one of them goes off to basically be famous in LA, and then it's a second chance romance. But this was really cute. Obviously it was YA, but it was also fake dating, and you know I love a fake dating. I think the only reason this got a 4-star and not a 5-star was because the logic behind it just felt so far-fetched, because she's an 18-year-old that become like a famous actress, but like the whole like thing behind that just seemed a bit far-fetched. And then yeah, but apart from that, I really enjoyed it. The actual relationship was really cute and really well done. The I did think the conflict, like third act conflict, was going to be different, and I'm actually so glad it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I'm glad it was what it was, but it was very cute and I'm very glad I read it. Plus it was sapphic and I wanted sapphic. So my other ones that I would like to read, I am going to tomorrow read You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince. So this is Mau Mau romance, and I believe this is adult, and I'm excited to read this. This is another one I've had on NetGalley, and I didn't get round to it last Christmas, so I'm going to get to it this Christmas, because this is the year that I have like smashed my NetGalley reading. I've still got a fair few, but nowhere near as much. I'm down to 1 page on my NetGalley. Like, that is insane. I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, so I'm going to be reading this tomorrow, and then I do have, So I do have All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. I got this when I went up to Ashes between Christmas and New Year last year. We went in the works and this was on sale. So I got it. And then I was like, oh, there's a Christmas book for next year. I can't find an audiobook for it. And the writing's a little bit small. So I don't know if I'm going to manage to read this one. It is only like 320 pages. So we'll see. I might. Because it's another... See, annoyingly, it does say a pitch-perfect festive romantic comedy, perfect for fans of The Hating Game and Beach Read. I refuse to read The Hating Game because I will hate it, and I didn't like Beach Read. I like other Emily Henry, but I hated Beach Read. So, but this is like a fake dating. So it's when Sadie and Max are selected as contestants on the famous reality singing show Star Makers special festive season, Sadie thinks she's finally gotten her big break, and Max sees a chance to step out of his megastar father's shadow. Then they're paired up for a duet week and stun the world with their onstage chemistry. With fans going wild for Saxy, the judges demand they remain a duo on and off stage or exit the competition. Faking a relationship shouldn't be too hard, except for one small problem. Sadie and Max can't stand each other. But with their dreams just within reach, they agree to the ruse. Will their relationship ruse be exposed before they can win? Or could their fake connection turn real by the Christmas finale? So, like, it sounds cute, but, like, I don't know. I would like to get to this, but I don't know if I will. I'm going to certainly try. And then there is this. So this one isn't technically a Christmas book. It is from a Christmas series, but Ash read it and it's sapphic and it's only a novella. It is, how many hours is it? It's 3 hours and 38 minutes, which means it's like an hour and 10 minutes on 3 speed. But it is Season Greetings by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. So I read the first book in this series, which was A Very Merry Cute Christmas, something like that. I can't remember what it was called. But I read that last Christmas and I loved it. I don't want to read the second book because it has a trope in it that I absolutely despise. But Ash said that you don't have to have read the second book to read this, even though this is 2.5. But this is sapphic, so I want to read this. And it won't take me any time at all. So I'm thinking if I read You're a Meme on Matthew Prince and then this tomorrow, that's like 4.5 hours. I can do that. And then I'm thinking my Christmas Day read for while I'm in my food coma is going to be my reread of The Nightmare Before Christmas, because I absolutely love this book, and obviously I read it in July when I got the ARC and I really want to reread it. I do have an audiobook, but I can only have the audiobook on double speed, and I also actually need to put the audiobook on my phone because I haven't done that yet. Oops. So I need to do that. Oopsie daisy. But yeah, so I would like to get to this, but I feel like I should prioritise the books that I haven't read yet. But also, this could be like a reward. So we'll see. We will see. So yeah, that is the plan for this vlog. And then obviously I will still have like my journey to Ashes on Friday. So what I'm thinking is I've got the audiobook hold through on my BorrowBox for, is it Brothers Hawthorne? The Brothers Hawthorne, which is the next Jennifer Lynn Barnes book I need to read. And I am really not sure about this because this is book 4 and I feel like the trilogy wrapped up perfectly and I don't need a 4th book. But the completionist in me needs to know what happens in this one. So I guess I'm reading it. So I have the audiobook for that. So I think that's going to be my train book. And then while I'm at Ashes, I'm going to be reading the Mighty 9 origin books that she has that I haven't read yet. But yeah, Christmas books. 3 down. 3, maybe 4 to go. I can do this. I'm not going to have as much time tomorrow because so obviously I haven't got the fresh veg yet because I hate going out on Christmas Eve to get food. However, we've had to do it the last couple of years because for some reason we was getting the veg like the day before Christmas Eve, and by Boxing Day the veg was no good, so I was having to go out on Boxing Day morning and get new veg, and I don't want to do that. And I also don't want to prep it on Christmas Day because I'm done by that point of the day. So I'm going out tomorrow. However, I'm going out for when Asda opens, which I thought was 7 a.m. But no, apparently Christmas Eve and the day before Christmas Eve, they're opening at 5 a.m. So my nephews are kindly coming with me. Well, one of them is, the other one's going to Tesco to get a particular gin. So yeah, they are coming with me. We're getting to Asda for when it opens at 5 a.m. in the morning. a.m. So it is currently 2 minutes past 9. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna go to bed because I've got to get up at 4:30. But I'm literally getting up, getting into clothes, outdoor clothes from my indoor clothes, going to Asda, coming back, putting the gammon in the slow cooker, and then going back to bed for a couple of hours. I don't know if it will work, but I also am going to be making more mince pies tomorrow because the batch me and Alfie made on Friday was not enough. I should have known this. So he's going to come round early afternoon and he's going to help me make some more. And then in the evening, we have cheese and crackers. So yeah, I'm thinking even if when I get back from Asda and I get back into bed, if I really cannot get back to sleep, I might just make a start on one of my books and just lay in bed reading for a couple of hours. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Thursday. It's Boxing Day. I have not caught up with you. I can't remember when the last time I spoke to you was. But did I tell you I'd started You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince? Because I read like 42% of that on Christmas Eve. And then I did not read anything yesterday. But then today I finished You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince, and this was a full start. I did really enjoy this. There was a few bits that I was a bit like, oh, really? And I wasn't a huge fan of the way the smut was written. But that's a me thing, not the book thing. But I did really enjoy this. I love how all of the Christmas romances I've read, one of them's been like famous, because in this he's very famous and he's like his dad's like very well known, and his mum is like the author of like the most popular, essentially Game of Thrones type books, which have been made into like movies or TV show or something. But she's the author of the book, so he is very well known. He's famous, but he's from a small town because his mum is from this small town, and he is sent there because he does a bad thing, and he's sent there and meets this small town guy. So yeah, small town romances with a famous person apparently has been the theme, which leads me on to the next book I read today. I read a novella. It's Ash's fault I read this novella, but it is Seas and Greetings by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. So this is technically not a Christmas film. There is one little bit of it that's set at Christmas, but this isn't a film. This is a book. This isn't a Christmas book. This is set in July for the most part, but it is part of the series. What's the series called? So the series is A Christmas Notch. So I read A Merry Little Meet Cute last year. Really enjoyed that. There is another novella called Snow Place Like LA, which is, again, I don't think it's like actually Christmas. And then the sequel to the first book is A Holly Jolly Ever After. I don't want to read that one because it has one of my least favourite tropes in, which I can't tell you what it is because it doesn't say in the blurb of it what it is, but I know what trope's in it, and I absolutely hate the trope. So I'm not reading that one, but it's mentioned in Seas and Greetings. And then there is a third book that came out this year called A Jingle Bell Mingle. I haven't read that one. I don't know if I will. But like, what I really like about, so A Merry Little Meet Cute, I believe, is a male-female I'm pretty sure it's a male-female romance, as is A Holly Jolly, whatever it's called. And then Snow Place Like LA, which is technically 1.5. It doesn't specify for Angel whether they are male, female, or non-binary. So I don't know if this is male, female, male, 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 non-binary. But I might read that one. Not right now. Not right now. But yeah, Season Greetings was really good. It's Bodyguard. It's sapphic. Which is the only reason I read this. Ash read it and she read it like 2 days ago and very highly recommended it. So I was like, okay, you've sold me. Because I knew I wasn't going to have time to get to the other 2 books I wanted to in this vlog, which is the All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox and my reread of The Nightmare Before Christmas by Sarah Rash. I really wanted to get to the reread of that, but it's not happening. So I thought I'll squeeze this one in so that I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 5 Christmas books in this vlog. So to recap, I did Cruel Winter with You. I'm not putting the pictures up here because I've done it earlier on. Cruel Winter with You, which was a 5-star. 'Tis the Damn Season, which was a 4-star. Make My Wish Come True, which was a 4-star. You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince, which was a 4-star. And Season Greetings, which was a 4-star. So my reading plans for the rest of the year, because that has taken me to 266 books, which I need to end on either a 5 or a 0, because otherwise it doesn't look right and it stresses me out. I don't like it. So I need to read 4 more books, which I actually think is very doable. And what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm starting Brothers Hawthorne, because I'm heading to Ashes tomorrow. So I'm going to read as much as I can of Brothers Hawthorne. And then I also have, I'm pretty sure I only have 3 of the Mighty 9 volumes, like Mighty 9 Origins, to read, which I now have them all because one of my nephews got them for me for Christmas. He was like, I was just going to get you the Jester, but then I was like, I can't just get you one. So he just got me all of them. But I haven't read Yasha's, Bo's, or Caduceus. So I need to read them. And if I read Brothers Hawthorne and then those 3, that takes me to 270 books. So I think that has worked out perfectly. And it also means that Brothers Hawthorne, if I don't get it done whilst I'm at Ashes, because I won't get it all read on the journey up there. And if I don't get it finished while I'm at Ashes, I'll finish it on the way home. And that means New Year's Eve, I'm not reading anything. Which means I can actually get my wrap up filmed early, which will be great. So that's the plan. I will be borrowing Ash's copies of the Mighty 9 books because I'm not going to take 3 hardbacks up to Ash's when she owns those hardbacks. So I'm going to read her ones like I have with all the others, apart from Caleb, because Caleb I got from the library. And then when I eventually do my reread, I can read my copies that I now have. But yeah, so that's my reading plans for the rest of this week. I'm very excited. I also, this evening, instead of rushing into a new book after finishing Season Greetings, I decided to just make a start on catching up on my watch later because I was falling behind. And let me see what I've got to read. Watch. Okay, so I have 18 videos. I have 18 videos on my watch later, which isn't ideal, especially since there's a few of them are bigger videos. I'm looking at you, Gem. I've got Gems completing the 2024 fully booked planner challenge, which is an hour and a half. And then like loads of like 10, 20, 25 minute ones. I've got Rachel Kerris's last Walt Disney World vlog, which I'm very excited for, even though it's going to be really sad because it's their last days. Even though this was all the way back in September, I don't care. I have been absolutely loving watching her Disney vlogs, especially when it was the lead up to mine and Ash's Disney Disney trip, even though it was a different Disney. It has made me very much glad I'm not going to be going back to Florida soon though, because there's quite a few things going to be closing for refurbishment. I know they're closing down Dinosaur completely, and I am genuinely gutted because I loved that ride. I'm just so glad I did go on it when I was in Florida. But anyway, but yeah, and then I've got Gem's Christmas horror reading vlog, which Ash mentioned something about it, and I'm like, I'm hyped. So I think tomorrow, what I'm going to do is on my iPad, I think I'm going to download the episode of Critical Role I'm on, and then maybe one of Gem's videos, because they're one of the longer videos, just in case I decide to watch some stuff on the train tomorrow, because I haven't decided. I will just see how I feel. But I have been talking for far too long. I'm on episode 69. I'm very excited to get back into watching Critical Role, because I've been slacking. But anyway, I've been talking for far too long, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it's actually Sunday. I've not vlogged since I've been here. It threw me off that I got here so early on Friday, because I usually get in at like 11 p.m, but I got in at 5 p.m. So we got to go to Asda, get food, make dinner. I mean, dinner was literally just a beige buffet, but it was good. And then yesterday, we watched Anna and the Apocalypse, which is a zombie Christmas movie with music.
It was a musical.
It was great. It was objectively great.
Oh, it was terrible. But terrible in a way that's amazing.
It was entertaining, and the music was great.
And also, you could just tell that no one took themselves too seriously in it.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was doing their best, but they also knew what they were getting into.
Yeah.
There was a song that was wildly inappropriate.
Yeah.
In the sense of Santa.
It was sung at a high school Christmas concert where there was children watching, but it was funny. And then, yeah.
We finished watching Darrington Bucket.
We did, finally.
I made a Lego man.
She got another one of the figures. The little D&D.
He's a bard. Like he's singing.
I did read a bit of Brothers Hawthorne on the train up. I read 25%. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if it's going to be a 5-star like the others have been. It might be a 4-star, but I'm enjoying it. I just don't think this book is necessary, and I think that's what's bringing my enjoyment down. We did open presents. They were great. I will show you them in my haul.
I got really good ones.
I need to show the thing I made, please.
It will make no sense to anyone.
It's a Critical Role reference, but I made it, and I'm very, very happy.
It's one of my favourite Critical Role references.
It's one of the best moments. But yeah, so that is what we've been doing. I'm probably going to finish Brothers Hawthorne tomorrow on the train home. But yeah, I need to read some Mighty Nine Origins, but you'll find out about that in next week's vlog. But I'm going to wrap this vlog up. The last vlog that will be posted in 2024. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.